Hello everyone, it's Mel from Stocksbridge Guitar Tech. I'm back with another video. Sorry I didn't get one out last week for you. Been a little bit busy doing other stuff. So I'm putting one out today for you, and hopefully I'll get another one out this week on Friday for you. So today's lesson is going to be we're going to be looking at the humble Capo or Capo for our American cousins. One of the most useful accessories any guitarist can own. But I've had quite a few students of mine in the past that get very confused when they're using a Capo. So I'm going to try and explain how you can use one of these without getting lost and knowing which chords that you're playing. So it's a very simple device. These ones just clip on, so you put them on, take them off. Very, very easy to use. Very useful item for changing the key on a guitar. So if you want to play a song in a different key, that's what you use these for. So I'm going to show you an easy way so that you don't get lost on the fretboard. So let's dive in and let's have a look at how to use the Capo. I'm just going to be using the key of C major for these examples. So in the key of C major we've got 7 notes, 8 with the octave, and we also have 7 chords underlying each one of these notes. So the chord formula goes major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. So that means under each one of these notes you can play a chord. So the first one would be C major. The second note is a D, and we would play a D minor. Third note is E, we would play E minor. Fourth note F, we would play an F major. Then we have G, which would be G major. Then we have A, which would be A minor. And then the 7th note is a B, and we would have a B diminished. And then we're back to C major. So you should be able to hear that major scale in those chords. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then do go back and watch some of my earlier videos where I explain the major scale and I explain about the diatonic chords within that major scale, which are what I've just played there. So there we have 7 chords in the open position, so the chords that we're quite familiar with. Don't worry too much about the diminished one because it's rarely used. So we've got 3 major chords, C, F and G, and then we've got 3 minor chords, D minor, E minor and A minor. Those are the ones that you're usually going to find used in songs. So let's say we have a song in the key of A major. And it's a very simple song. It's just a 1-4-5 progression. So we've got the A major, the D major and the E major. But we have another guitar player in the band and he's playing these open chords. We don't want to duplicate what that guitar player's playing. We want to play something different, but we don't really want to be playing bar chords. So this is where we would use the capo. So each time we put the capo on 1 fret higher, we're taking the key up by a semitone, by a half step. So this is a C major chord. If I move that up 1 step to there by putting a capo on the 1st fret, my C major now is actually a C sharp major, because we've moved up by 1 fret or 1 semitone. We've still got the root here on the 5th string, so this is how we can tell that this is a C sharp, because here's a C, there's a C sharp. We've also got a C sharp here. So we've simply taken that C chord and moved it up a half step to give us a C sharp. If we move up another fret from that C sharp, we've now got D. So our C shape chord is now actually a D. So we're playing D major. And again, we've got the root there, which if you know your notes on the fretboard, or at least on the 2 lower strings, you can see the root is there. So that's a D major chord. So if the other guitar player was playing, you can hear it's the same chord, but it's a slightly different voicing, so it will give us a different sound. So it will blend in well with the other guitar. And obviously we can keep going, so that would give us a D sharp or an E flat, still using the same C shaped chord. Move up again, we've got an E major, F major, F sharp major, and so on. We can keep going. Now obviously as we get higher up the frets, if we've got this on the 9th fret like this, but that would actually be an A, but it's probably going to be quite difficult to play, to get your fingers in these narrower frets. So I wouldn't suggest that you go all the way up here, but people do go to about the 7th fret. So that's how we can tell what the chord is. We play the C shape and we look where the ring finger is. Here it's on a D sharp, so I know that that is a D sharp major chord. Now going back to our song example, we're using the key of A. We've got A going to E, going to D, going back to A. Now like I said, to get A as a C shape, we would have to come all the way up here to the 9th fret, which isn't really very useful, but we can look at the other chords in that progression. So we can say, okay, if I use the capo, how can I get that D chord? Well, we just move up from C to C sharp to D, and we would place the capo here on the 2nd fret to get that D major chord. So I've now got one of the chords, I've got the D major. Right, so now if I look here, I could play a G here, and this one, the G is rooted off of the 6th string, so now I'm actually playing an A. I'm playing the G chord shape, but that is actually an A major. Take the capo off and play A, you should be able to hear. It's the same chord. So I've got two of the chords. Now I've got D major and A major. So now I just need to find the E major. So this is D major. So E is 2 semitones higher than D, D, D sharp, E. So actually just playing my regular D major shape now gives me E major. And again, if I take the capo off, you can hear that that is now playing E major. So we can now play that chord progression A, E, D by using these chord shapes. So we've got A, E, and D. And we've got a different sound than playing them here. So we're not going to clash with the other guitar player in the band, and we're still able to use our nice open chords. That's all from me today. I'll try and do another video before the end of the week. I can't promise that that's going to happen, but I'll do my best. As ever, if you've got anything out of this video or any of my other videos, please do like, comment, share, subscribe, and remember to click the little bell notification. But that's all from me today, and I'll see you on the next one very soon. Bye for now.